Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, a hard-working farmer spent his days diligently planting crops, anticipating the upcoming harvest. Unbeknownst to him, a sparrow chose a spot between the neatly arranged rows of crops in his fields to build its nest. The sparrow laid eggs, and soon enough, a brood of little sparrows filled the nest, living happily with their mother. The mother sparrow, dedicated to her little ones, went into the forest daily to feed them. Life was quite peaceful until one day the sparrow found her young ones in distress. They anxiously told her what the farmer had said. Tomorrow he would send his sons to harvest the crops. The little sparrows, who were still unable to fly, were frightened and fretful about what would happen once the crops were cut. The mother sparrow listened patiently and assured her children, "Don't worry, my children. Nobody will come to cut the crops tomorrow, so there is no need to be afraid." Remarkably, the next day passed just as she had said. No one came to harvest the crops. Days passed without any threat to their home, and the sparrows continued to thrive. However, the peace was short-lived. Again, the farmer spoke of harvesting, and the sparrows once more became fearful. As soon as the sparrow returned, they told her that the farmer had said that he would be sending laborers to cut the crops. Despite their concerns, the sparrow repeated, "Don't worry, my children, nobody will come to cut the crops tomorrow, so there is no need to be afraid." Just as she had predicted, the following day brought no harm to the crops or the sparrow's nest. Days turned into weeks, and the children were a little confident this time. They told the sparrow that the farmer had mentioned harvesting the crops again, but as usual, they didn't need to be worried at all. The sparrow asked her children to tell her exactly what the farmer had said, and they told her that he was talking about how he had wasted a lot of time relying on others for help. So this time, he had altered his plans and decided to harvest the crops himself. Sensing imminent danger after hearing this, the wise mother sparrow urged her children, saying, "Children, we must leave this place immediately and find a new place to build our nest. Tomorrow, the farmer will come for sure." The little sparrows were skeptical and questioned, "But mother, why should we be worried? The farmer has made this claim before, but nothing happened to us. Why are you so sure that the crops will be harvested this time?" The wise mother sparrow explained, "Until now, the farmer was reliant on others to do the work, first on his sons and then on the laborers. As long as you depend on someone else to get your work done, it will never be completed. This time, however, he has decided to take matters into his own hands, so I am sure that he will come and harvest his crops tomorrow." Convinced of the impending threat, the little sparrows who were now able to fly followed their mother to a new location. The next day the farmer arrived, but the sparrow and her children were long gone. In our lives, depending on others for our work is like expecting someone else to harvest our crops for us. Depending on others for our work can lead to unfulfilled dreams, as the first step to success is taking initiative at the right time. Although it's not wrong to ask someone for help, relying entirely on others for our work is considered laziness. On the other hand, taking the initiative and completing a task oneself is the only way to make sure that the work is completed on time. A person who prefers doing his work by himself is also respected by those around him, and others are also more inclined to help those who take the first step to help themselves. If you have a dream, don't wait for someone else to fulfill it. Take the reins and work towards it yourself. Leave us a like if you enjoyed watching the video and subscribe to our channel for more such content.